Hey, I'm Calvin Pierce, and this is the individual project presentation vlog. I'll be talking about the lodging hospitality industry. Little about me, I'm a current junior at WVU. I'm a business major, majoring in hospitality and tourism management with a minor in communications. I really enjoy being on my feet and pleasing people. Over the summer, I worked at Nemacolin, and I really enjoyed the face-to-face guest interaction. I also enjoyed when they come up and say, "Hey, I really enjoyed your team today. The serving and everything was great," because that really tells me that we created that memorable experience for them. I found the hospitality industry, specifically lodging, through family vacations. Um, every year, I take a couple vacations, especially in the summer. And I really enjoy when I stay at a hotel or resort, walk in and they're like, "Welcome home," and everything feels amazing. Um, I plan to graduate WVU and then apply for the Disney College program. But lately, I've also been looking into a lot of entrepreneurship and moving out west and looking at building my own hotel and resort. Some strengths I have. I'm very responsible in the work and life setting. Also good at adapting and following through with new rules, structures, and standards. I'm good at teamwork and working on my own. I always plan. I plan day by day and I plan ahead. And I think planning is very good because you can be ready for any situation. Very good at problem solving. So if a problem comes up and maybe I'm not ready for it, I think I can find a pretty good solution for it. Some things I want to improve on is adaptability. I work with technology, but I want to be better with it, where I'm more efficient with it. Communication. I want to be better at presenting smoothly. Some micro challenges in the lodging hospitality industry is one, the younger generation work ethic. I noticed this over the summer at Nemacolin. I worked with high school students, and they would find a way to call off, or they'd say, make an excuse because they don't want to work or do something. Next is labor shortages, just the fact of, maybe something didn't get delivered on time or, like COVID-19. Um, New technology adoption, having that up-to-date system and those tablets and stuff in the hotel rooms. Symptoms. The causes of those challenges. So number one, the cause of younger generation work ethic is one, just being mature. Two is the parent encouragement. So like, is the parent saying, "Hey, have a great day at work today. You're gonna make some money and you're gonna learn some good things. And then I can't wait to hear about when you come back." The effect of them going to work and making excuses or calling off work is that there's going to be low staffing. So having to pull employees to cover their position, which makes those employees have a negative feel, and then it relays that onto the guests, making them unhappy. Number two was labor shortages. So the cause of that is, like I said, backups, system errors, communication errors, health situations like the pandemic, where factories have to shut down because of maybe the flu going around or something like that. The effect on that is unhappy guests, they didn't get their product or service when they expected it to. Or, what if you're sitting in a restaurant and you're like, "Oh, I'll take the burger," but the server has to tell you, "Unfortunately, we don't have the burger meat, so we're gonna have to give you the alternative, which is a chicken sandwich." Well, I don't think the guest would be super happy. And lastly is technology adoption. Having that higher technology not in the room might be because of how expensive it is, or maybe you don't have the time to train your staff to learn it yet. Um, and the effect of not having that is that you have old technology, which means it operates slower and there's possible more errors, which means also you're not living up to the valued standard for those guests. So with these micro challenges, I interviewed Bert Hafley, the general manager at Marriott Waterfront Place. And some things that he stated that I put into my own words is that the younger generation work ethic has always been a challenge. He remembers when he was younger that his grandparents and parents would come home and be like, "Oh, I wish so and so did a little better, but maybe they'll do better tomorrow." And he also mentioned, the younger generation doesn't have to pay bills, so they don't think, "Oh, I need that money." So instead, they're already living under a house, you know. And then the next thing is the labor shortages. He agreed with me that, it could be anything, simply, a truck delivery, the tire went flat and they're going to be delayed on delivering. There's items. Um, And then lastly, technology, is it worth being upgraded and all that? And the other thing is the hospitality industry will change, unfortunately, from high touch to high tech. As we already see, there are robots serving in certain restaurants. This we continue talking about technology a lot. Technology in the industry moves at a glacier speed. Bert mentioned that and stated that, in the hospitality industry, they stay behind a couple years on technology upgrades for a reason. He stated that, crossing new and old technology isn't great because it causes a lot of confusion in the system, which causes easier hacking abilities, and losing those personal information and banking account information and stuff, which then will cause that company to have to shut down, unfortunately. Um, and then he mentioned, what is the return on investment? Like, how much money value is it worth when it comes to buying versus the outcome in immediate upgrades? Is it really worth upgrading um, to that new technology? And then he said, think before you do. Like, think about the cost, the cause effect on guest, company as a whole, and everything. Make sure that your decision and doing has a positive benefit in the end. So the main challenge we ended up choosing was new technology adoption. The hospitality industry is all about face-to-face interactions and making personal, memorized experience for guests, making them happy, making them smile. Why ruin and change a structure that works perfectly fine and put it upgrade to something new that is super expensive and hasn't worked its kinks out. So some solutions that we came up with. So without technology, just continue using face-to-face interactions where it all originated from. And then, when it comes to technology, use what we already have. Use what works great. Use what we know. Use what we've been trained upon and everything. Use that technology more, get to know it more and everything. So I wanted to end it with saying thank you, and let's do what we can to include technology and use face-to-face interactions first in the lodging hospitality industry. We are humans, and we are here to please the guest in every way. And those are some sources that I ended up using. Thank you.